Is Russia ready to sign a peace deal with President Zelensky?
You're putting the cart before the horse. First, we need a deal. Once it's agreed upon, then we'll decide. But President Zelensky, as President Putin has repeatedly stated, lacks legitimacy. Even many inside Ukraine acknowledge that. Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov sharply responded to a BBC journalist's question, using the opportunity to outline Russia's position not only on Zelensky's status, but on the entire diplomatic game played by Ukraine and its Western sponsors. From legitimacy to broken promises, from Istanbul talks to Trump's shift in tone, Lavrov's message was clear. Russia is still open to dialogue, but no longer interested in illusions. Speaking on May 23rd at an international conference, Lavrov clarified, "Despite everything, Russia does not rule out contacts with Zelensky or his administration in order to agree on principles for a future peace settlement." But when it comes to signing any final agreement, Lavrov noted that legitimacy will be crucial. If those who sign the deal are no longer seen as legitimate, their successors may simply reject it. Lavrov also questioned Zelensky's erratic behavior. It's hard to understand when or how he makes decisions, flying off to South Africa one day, hugging European leaders the next. It's not the behavior of a responsible leader. Still, Russia remains open to talks, a message Putin has consistently repeated. The foreign minister reminded the audience, "Not long ago, Kyiv and its Western backers outright rejected any talks. Their goal? A strategic defeat for Russia. But once the situation on the battlefield shifted, so did the tone. Now they say, we're against talks unless we first achieve a position of strength." Lavrov responded firmly, "History has shown, talking to Russia from a position of strength has never worked. Today, the same countries that once rejected any ceasefire are now asking for a pause, just to rearm Ukraine. Even Finland's president openly says, Putin must accept a ceasefire, but the West will keep arming Kyiv. That, Lavrov said, proves they aren't ready for peace, just regrouping." He reminded the audience of the Istanbul talks, when both delegations agreed to create a roadmap. Prisoner exchanges, humanitarian corridors, draft outlines for a future memorandum. But it fell apart. Why? Because Kyiv was convinced that Western support would last forever. Now, even that illusion is fading. President Donald Trump, Lavrov noted, has made it clear this isn't his war, it's Biden's war. And if America's policy is guided by its national interest, then it's worth asking, what real interest does the U.S. have in Ukraine beyond trying to surround and contain Russia? Russia is ready for a second round of peace talks. That in itself is progress, however slow or uncertain.